places we could go. Oh, why don't we pay Cloud Retainer a visit at Mount Outsong? It's been a while since we last saw that illuminated bird. She's always the one popping up out of nowhere and scaring us half to death. So let's surprise her this time.
Ja, sie überraschen, würde ich gern. Aber der komische Doktor hat was dagegen. Jetzt bin ich da schon wieder in das Action-Aktionsmenü reingegangen, Alter. Heilungssuche, Ziel verfolgen. Wofür hast du den Stream? Ja, es kommt ja so viel Zeug, da kannst du doch nicht alles im Stream machen, Alter. Ich kann ja 10 Stunden streamen jeden Tag. Die ich safe machen will. Ja, ich dachte halt, damit ich...
Buddy? Are you here to buy some medicine? Where are your mom and dad?
Are you lost?
No, I'm not. My name's Ayu, and I'm here because...
Hey there, Chi-Chi. Hi, Gui. What's going on? Hi, Traveler and Paimon.
You've actually come at the perfect time. This little boy seems to have gotten himself lost. I think he must be new to the city. Probably wandered away from his parents and...
No, listen to me. I'm not the one who's lost. It's my dad.
Your dad? How does a fully grown man manage to get lost in Liyue Harbor?
Well, my dad's always been kind of forgetful. In the past, he was just a little slow to react sometimes. But I'm worried that it's getting more serious.
So, what about your mom?
She went out a few days ago to gather some herbs for my dad, but she still hasn't come back. Meanwhile, my dad's been getting worse and worse. I remembered that the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy always runs a clinic in Chingsa Village during the Lantern Ride, so I thought, why don't I take Dad to Liyue Harbor to see him there?
Der Besitzer der Bubu-Hütte? Meint der Baizuh?
When we got to the city gate, I took a moment to ask the Millith guards for directions to the pharmacy. And then, when I turned back around, my dad was gone. I asked the Millith guys to go find him, but he said they won't be able to send that many people. So then I figured, maybe I can ask some other people in the city to help.
You came to the right place. We're pros at finding people. Isn't that right, Traveler?
Selbstverständlich.
Changshan can help. She has a good sense of smell, like a dog.
Wer zur Hölle ist Changsheng? Die Schlange?
Hey, who's talking about me behind my back?
Habe ich's vergessen oder konnte ich schon immer reden?
Changsheng, Chi-Chi meant that as a compliment. There's no need to be upset. Hello, child. You mentioned that you were looking for the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy. How might we be of service?
You have a talking snake? Oh, are you Uncle Baizuh?
Uncle Baizuh?
Changsheng, now's not the time.
Oh, ich mag die Schlange, die verarscht ihn.
My dear boy, could you tell me more about your father's condition? As much as you can recall.
Yes, Dr. Baizuh.
Ayu erklärt Baizuh die Sache mit seinem
I
Vater.
see.
Ich liebe
And your
Genshin so
family
toll.
lives
Ist
near
auch ein super
Chingsa
Spiel.
Village, you say? I visit patients there frequently, but I don't recall ever seeing you or your parents.
Uh-huh. My mom doesn't like meeting other people, especially during Lantern Ride. She always tells me to just stay at home and keep my dad company.
Is that so? Ayu, by any chance, is your mother's name Jiangli?
Jiangli?
Whoa, yeah, it is. Do you know my mom, Dr. Baizuh?
Die kann ich wahrscheinlich nicht leiden.
I certainly do. Gui, Chi-Chi, are there any pressing matters in the pharmacy at the moment? Ayu's parents are old acquaintances of mine, so I would very much like to assist with the search. Would the two of you have time to join me?
Don't forget us two. We already told Ayu that we'd help.
Oh, really? Well, that's wonderful. We are most grateful for your support.
Überlass das uns.
Chi-Chi and I need to clear up the shop front first, but once that's taken care of, we'll be right out to help you with the search.
Family is very important.
Thank you. Then I'll leave you to handle the pharmacy. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you come with me and Ayu? Let's start by talking to the Millelith guards at the city gates, see if they have an update.
Ich weiß nicht, er wirkt wie so ein Superschurke aus irgendeinem James-Bond-Film oder so. Herz des Heilens. Ja, und kann ich jetzt das andere machen? Nein, nicht auf die Karte. Ah, fuck it. Achso, ja, warte. Wenn wir schon mal mit ihr reden können. Hallo.
Can you believe that little boy brought his father all this way to see the doctor? Oh, what a remarkable child. I didn't even know how to buy medicine by myself when I was his age.
Nils, guten Abend. Jetzt wollte ich auch schon Moin sagen. Mach doch erst eins fertig, das andere nicht mehr blockiert wird. Nein, das sehe ich gar nicht ein, ey. Vor allem der Typ, der nervt mich mehr. Ich habe irgendwie keinen Bock auf den. Wobei ich die Schlange jetzt schon irgendwie cool finde. Aber ich mag den Typen trotzdem nicht. Oh, warte mal, es ist gleich da vorne. Heidi ho.
We searched to the north, but couldn't find anyone who matched the description.
Well, that complicates things. The city folks say there's no sign of him either. We need to start looking further afield. But where are we gonna get the people?
Excuse me, sirs. Have you found out anything about my dad yet?
Ah, hey there, buddy. Dr. Baizuh. What brings you out this way?
Wie sie schon keine Lust hatten, den seinen Namen auszuschreiben. Einfach nur bei, passt schon.
The boy asked for our help, so we're here to join the search. Any new developments to update us on?
Oh, thank goodness. We were just discussing how we're running out of manpower. As for updates, I'm sorry to say that we've searched the surrounding area thoroughly, but didn't find anything.
Wir haben nur diesen Arm gefunden.
The guards at the crossing up ahead said they hadn't seen anyone either, so we don't believe he was heading towards the Guili Plains. But it is possible that he was bound for Luhua Pool.
Luhua Pool? The terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
Überlass es uns.
You will? Oh, great. We can't thank you enough.
Sorry we weren't able to find your dad, buddy.
That's okay. Thank you for trying.
Die bräuchten mal echt mehr Leute. Die haben ständig zu wenig Leute, Mann. Also wenn sich eins über die Jahre nicht ändert, dann liebe, dass es zu wenig Leute haben. Ah, da ist die Tape-Stube.
Dad!
Ist er das nicht?
Dad, can you hear me?
Look, there's somebody over there.
Nein, ich wollte... Mir egal.
Oh no, it's... Hey, you! Stop! Don't go any further!
Watch where you're going!
Wutao?
Dear customer, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does appreciate your patronage, but you needn't hasten the inevitable. Are you all right?
Das ist schon geil, Alter. Wie ist halt sofort wieder, oh, guter Kunde, aber es musste ich jetzt nicht beeilen, ne?
Huh?
Dad!
Hey, Hutao!
My, who do we have here? It's the Traveler in Paimon, and... my worst nightmare.
Hä? Ach so, ja, weil die Leute heilen.
I see she still hasn't warmed to you.
Thank you, Director Who, for saving this man.
Dad, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Ayu.
Are you?
Who am I?
Your name is Jia Liang, and you live just west of Qingse village. You were supposed to come to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. Remember? Does that jog your memory?
Oh, my name is Jia Liang. Liyue Harbor. See the doctor? Yes, I'm Jia Liang, and I need to see the doctor. Wait, why do I need to see the doctor?
Uh-oh. He seems in really bad shape. We need to get him back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away. Sorry, Hu Tao. Gotta dash. Dinner's on us next time.
Hold on a second. You're not seriously thinking of taking him to Boo Boo Pharmacy in this state, are you?
Huh? Why not? What's the problem?
Come on, Baizuh. Don't tell me you haven't noticed it. Didn't your master teach you how to spot the signs? Why do I get the sense that you spotted them right away, but you're planning to use it for your own ends?
Use what? What are you talking about? Paimon's lost.
Ja, was zur Hölle geht ab?
There are traces of god remains in Jia Liang's system.
Oh.
Yes, but more importantly, they're on the verge of an outburst. If that happens, the consequences will be unthinkable.
Paimon, sorry. What?
God remains? There's no need to worry, Director Hu. I have methods of keeping them at bay. It is the sworn duty of all who practice medicine to cure illnesses and save lives. What reason would I have to neglect a patient in need who is right there in front of me? Besides, it was my late master's dying wish to be able to save this patient in particular. Perhaps out of respect for him, you could give me a day's grace so that I have time to treat him?
Now you're bringing my great-uncle into this? Baizuh, just what are you planning this time?
Ihr Großonkel? Was zur Hölle geht hier eigentlich ab?
Merely to cure this man, nothing more. But of course, if you have any doubt as to my intentions, you are more than welcome to accompany me to Boo Boo Pharmacy and monitor my activities.
Oh, really? I thought I was persona non grata at Boo Boo Pharmacy. You're being unusually generous today.
Außerdem sind wir auch noch hier.
Okay, deal. We're not gonna solve anything by keeping Jia Liang here. I'm happy to do it your way, but only for my great-uncle's sake and the travelers, of course.
You must be pleased you brought the traveler along. Otherwise, this would have been a much more vexing ordeal.
Well, time is of the essence. Let's get ourselves back to Boo Boo Pharmacy at once.
Die Gruppe kehrt in den Innenraum der Bubu-Hütte zurück. Dass der Hu Tao mit dabei ist?
Blockages within the cardiovascular system. Reduced blood flow and energy circulation? I see. I suppose this must have caused the cognitive abnormalities.
Dr. Baizuh, how bad is it? Can you cure him?
Don't you worry. Baizu's a really great doctor. He's sure to find a way. Isn't that right, Baizuh?
Ayu, do you know when your father first started displaying these symptoms?
I'm not sure. He's been like this for as long as I can remember. But it wasn't as bad as this when I was still little.
So it's been a long time indeed.
Ist das sehr ernst?
No, I have a treatment plan in mind. We can start tonight. Come and see me again tomorrow morning. I promise that by then, Ayu will find his father healthy and lucid again.
Wir müssen nur einmal den Kopf abschrauben.
Thank you, Dr. Baizuh. Thank you so much.
If you still have any misgivings, Director Hu, please feel free to hang around for as long as you wish.
However, it would be best if you step outside this room. A doctor must be able to focus when treating a patient. Any distractions heighten the risk of complications.
Yes, of course, absolutely. I'll just go and look at the flowers or something. But I will be back in an instant at the first sign that something's amiss.
Hat die Schlange nicht die Stimme, die verstellte Stimme von der Hutao? Oder täusche ich mich jetzt da? Gut, dann gehen wir erst
See you
einmal.
tomorrow, Baizuh and Chang.
Bye for now, everyone.
Are you ready, Baizuh?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm used to it by now. Come on, let's get started.
So, jetzt bin ich mal gespannt, was die Hutao zu erzählen hat. Oder auch nicht.
Well, that ends well, huh? You know, Paimon's kind of curious after hearing Baizuh mention those people from his past. What do you think they were like?
Meinst du den Meister von Baizuh?
Yeah, you must be curious too, right? Let's go see what we can find out while Baizu's busy treating Ayu's dad.
Das interessiert mich aber eins, war es Hutao, die im Weg war? Es ist halt echt fucking Hutao gewesen, ne? Ah, shit happens, Alter, dann machen wir die blöde Quest, ey, weil jetzt interessiert mich der ganze Käse dann doch, weil die Hutao dabei ist. Verdammt. Nein, lass mich hier nicht abstürzen.
While I'm idling time on admiring the scenery, the spectacled snake-bedecked docs doing surgery. Hello, you busy bees, and what do you have to discuss with the funeral director today?
Eigentlich?
Actually, don't tell me. Let me guess. From the looks on your faces, you've got some questions for me.
Guilty as charged. So, we were just a little curious about Baizu's master. What was he like? Oh, and also, how come you and Baizuh could tell so quickly that Jia Liang had god remains in his system?
Huh? I thought I told you once before. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first founded to fight back against the vengeful wrath of gods defeated in war.
Das kommt mir irgendwie bekannt vor, das ist schon so lange her.
Well, it is a dusty old tale by this point. Long story short, in the ancient world, dead gods were acting up, so our ancestors started purifying the air and burning the bodies of the deceased to guard the border between life and death. These days, we don't deal with the wrath of the gods anymore, but all the relevant know-how is still passed down to each generation, so we can identify gods' remains when we see them.
Okay, Paimon gets it now. Wait, so how did Baizuh learn to spot them?
Almost certainly from his master, who was also my great-uncle. Baizu's master was my grandpa's younger brother, a former deputy director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Warte mal. Ich brauche jetzt eine Tafel, um das... Sein Meister ist der Bruder meines Großvaters, also mein Großonkel war damals der Alter.
Wow, fancy that! Huh. So, if he was from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, how did he end up as Baizu's master?
According to my grandpa, he and my great-uncle once went traveling together when they were young. They ended up at Chenyu Vale, where they met a pharmacist. That pharmacist must have cast some sort of spell on my great-uncle, because after that encounter, he suddenly announced he wanted to leave the family business and go practice medicine instead.
Oh nein.
My grandpa had a huge argument with him, but he couldn't convince him to stay. So my grandpa inherited the funeral parlor, while my great-uncle stayed in Chenyu Vale to practice medicine. They never spoke to each other again.
Funeral director to doctor is a pretty big career change. Kinda hard to imagine. But why did it drive a wedge between them for the rest of their lives? That seems a bit extreme.
If he had just become a regular doctor, there would have been no issue. After all, the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor wasn't unlike a regular doctor's clinic in the early days. But according to my grandpa, the pharmacist they met had a very ominous aura about him. And on top of that, the kind of medicine practiced in the Chenyu Vale tradition goes against the natural order of things.
In what way?
Don't know. My grandpa didn't know the specifics. And you've seen how wary Baizuh is around me. He'd never tell me anything. But Even that says to me that he definitely has something to hide. One thing I do know about Baizuh is that he's obsessed with the idea of immortality. But whether that has anything to do with what he's hiding is hard to say.
Unsterblichkeit?
Anyway,
Okay.
so I will be sticking around here for now to keep a close eye on the situation. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally figure out what he's up to.
After all that, it seems like we have more questions than answers. Never mind. We'll just have to ask Baizuh himself about all of this tomorrow.
Oh, while you're here, have either of you seen Chi-Chi around? It's not every day I get to infiltrate Baizu's lair, but alas, I didn't catch a single glimpse of her anywhere. Aha! What if Baizuh knew I'd be on the lookout for her and hid her away in advance?
Das ist bloß ein Chichi her, Alter. Ah, ja. Ja gut, warten wir eine Runde. Was war jetzt halt? 8 bis 10. Weil nicht, dass ich wieder bis 10 warte und dann... Er hat eine dunkle Aura. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt, was da rauskommt.
It's a new day! Let's go back to Boo Boo Pharmacy and check out how Jia Liang is doing.
Er wurde ausgetauscht.
Dad!
Are you?
Dad, you remember me!
Yes, I remember now. Oh, are you? I'm so sorry. You must have been worried sick. Has your mom shown up yet? She's been gone for a while, hasn't she?
Don't worry, Dad. I got the Adventurers Guild to help us look for her. And Dr. Baizu's gonna help too. Right now, all you need to do is concentrate on getting better.
Great. That's wonderful. I can't thank you enough, Dr. Baizuh. My pleasure, really. It's the least I can do to honor my late master's dying wish. If anything, I should be apologizing to you for not making the time to visit in all these years. Not at all, Dr. Baizuh. It's only because Jiang Li... What was her reason again? You're still in the early stages of recovery, so you'll need to take it easy for a while. Take it slowly and try not to overexert yourself.
I suggest you stay at Boo Boo Pharmacy and rest for at least the next few days.
Director Hu, do you have any further reservations about Jia Liang's condition?
It seems like the evil presence is gone after all. You really did manage to suppress it, huh? But how did you accomplish this in a single night?
That would be a trade secret, I'm afraid. If that gives you any cause for concern, you may continue to monitor Jia Liang for as long as you wish. Though I regret to say that Boo Boo Pharmacy cannot offer to reimburse Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor for any revenue lost in the meantime.
Ey, die sind wie Hund und Katz, Alter.
Oh, come on, Baizuh. I'm not that unreasonable.
Der Gesichtsausdruck von Baizuh. Ist irgendwas nicht in Ordnung?
Yeah, I've been stuck indoors for too long. Baizuh, take me outside for some air, or I'm going to suffocate.
Die Frage ist, spricht die Schlange wirklich oder hat er nur Bauchreden?
Yes, of course. Everyone, please excuse Qiangsheng and myself for a moment.
Ja, ihm geht's nicht gut. Irgendwas hat er machen müssen. Oh, nimmt er die auf?
Suffering now, are we? Did you seriously expect to cover it up just by putting on a brave face and ignoring it? If it weren't for my quick thinking, they'd have all seen the sorry state you're in by now. But in any case, why must you keep this a secret from everybody? You should at least share your secret with one person you trust.
Who's there?
Ah!
Ich bin's.
why did you follow us here?
Du sahst gerade aus, als ging es dir nicht gut.
Oh, it's nothing. I just needed to get some air.
Ja, zu viel Zigaretten, ne?
What did I just say about putting on a brave face? Traveler, Paimon, the truth is, Baizuh did not cure Jialiang's illness. Instead, he transferred some of his own life force to his patient to temporarily subdue the poison in his system.
Vitalität?
Baizuh, can you please explain all of this?
Hat er seine Energie irgendwie übertragen oder was?
My predecessors in medicine forged a contract with Changsheng. Every successor to this contract is able to use Changsheng's secret art to treat patients. I believe the irregularities with Jialiang's heart meridian were likely caused by a poison concocted using god remains as a key ingredient. The poison has not been purged from Jialiang's system. Rather, I infused him with some of my own life force, using Changsheng as the delivery medium.
Changsheng? You can do that? Huh. Paimon always thought you were just Baizu's strange choice of a necklace. Hey, I'll have you know that I commanded the respect of even the Adepti back in Chenyu Vale. If anything, he is my mannequin. I was treating patients with Baizu's master's master long before he ever set eyes on his first medical text. Whoa. Guess you shouldn't judge a snake by its skin.
Please, that's enough.
Und jetzt siehst du noch schlechter aus. Wie geht's dir?
Wait a sec. Huto was saying that the branch of medicine you studied uses some pretty dubious methods. So, when you transfer your life force, does that mean you're actually damaging your own body?
Hardly. Changsheng helps to keep my chi in balance, so there is no great harm done.
Still, Baizu's life force is not unlimited. We must find a way to neutralize the poison in Jialiang's body, and soon. Traveler, Paimon, would you lend this dummy a hand? He needs someone checking up on him, or he'll exhaust himself trying to accomplish everything on his own.
Lass uns dir helfen.
Baizuh, don't you think you should seize this opportunity? You cannot expect to hide this from everyone for your entire life. Time will see that all secrets surface eventually.
Entire life. Thank you, Traveler and Paimon.
Huh. Paimon doesn't think we've seen this side of you. But there's no need to thank us. You've helped us out before.
Und womit sollen wir anfangen?
The poison in Jialiang's system must have accumulated over a prolonged period. I think I should pay a visit to their family home and look for clues as to how he might have been exposed to it.
Hier zu Hause?
Yes. I asked Ayu this morning before you arrived. He told me that his family lives in a secluded spot to the west of Qingsa village. Let's head there together once I've asked Gui and Chi-Chi to look after the pharmacy. As well as investigating Jialiang's exposure to the poison, we should also keep an eye out for Ayu's missing mother, my fellow disciple Jiang Li.
Oh. Wow. Oh, Chi-Chi.
She's finally gone. She's gone for good now, right?
Und dann starten wir wieder rein. Dann machen wir doch das mit dem Baizuh fertig. Das mit dem göttlichen Ding und sowas interessiert mich jetzt doch schon irgendwie. Keine Ahnung. Ich habe bloß gehört, die Quest ist nicht so gut oder eher langweilig. Deswegen habe ich die nie gespielt, aber die ist eigentlich relativ interessant. Cooles Hintergrundbild. Das habe ich schon bevor die Dinger... Oder war das schon bevor die Kostüme erzählt wurden, dass die gibt? Weiß ich gar nicht. Aber fand ich, das habe ich dann gleich ganz da gelassen, weil ich mir dachte, das passt so schön dazu. Jeder Charakter in Genshin hat einen schön dich kennenzulernen Satz, was man jetzt hört, wenn man den Charakter gezogen hatte. Ja, Alter, die. Ich kann mir den Namen nicht merken. Xanion? Wie heißt die Alte? Oh, Xanion, ich hab's mal merken können. Oder ich sag einfach weiter Cloud Retainer. Die hat ewig langen Satz, hat die zum Erzählen gehabt. Aber hatten die nicht vorher schon, wenn du einen Charakter gezogen hast, schon immer nicht irgend... Die haben doch da vorher schon was gesagt. Ich habe das bloß immer nie hingehört, weil ich es gleich weggedrückt habe. Aus Versehen, bei jedem Charakter.
Whoa, there's a house all the way out here? Huh. It's so well hidden, Paimon's never noticed it before.
Kam wahrscheinlich auch schon mit dem Patch.
Nor have I. And I've hosted clinics at Qingsa Village many times in the past. If you ask me, Jiangli was trying to remain unnoticed.
Nee, ist neu. Ja, aber die haben doch immer schon was gesagt, wenn du die gezogen hast. Oder?
Oh, that reminds Paimon. We meant to ask earlier, but it slipped our minds in the rush to get here. Could you tell us more about Jiangli? You said she was your fellow disciple, right?
She was indeed. We studied medicine together under the same master near Chenyu Vale. She is several years older than I and also began her travels far earlier than me. As a result, the time I spent studying alongside her was rather short.
Supposedly, she met an herb gatherer sometime during her travels and decided to settle down with him. That must have been Jialiang.
Wait, Changxiang, are you saying neither of you had actually met Jialiang or Ayu before all of this?
Jiangli did occasionally come back to Chenyu Vale to see our master, but for whatever reason, she hardly ever talked about her family. The last time she visited us, she and Master had some sort of quarrel. We never heard from her after that. It almost seemed as if she'd gone into hiding.
Quarrel? What happened?
I don't know. I did not witness the argument myself.
Nor did Master ever explain it to me. All he would say is that should I ever encounter Jiangli or her family in the future, I should do everything in my power to help them.
Oh, so that's why you went to such extreme lengths to help Jialiang.
No. Even if my master had never said anything, it would still be my duty as a doctor to help him. My decision would have remained the same.
Okay, ich muss das jetzt ansprechen. Ist das dann eine Narbe oder ist das irgendeine Verzierung? Weil es schaut aus wie eine Narbe, bis man merkt, dass es hier einfach über das Armband geht. Oder sein Handschuh.
Paimon never knew you were so selfless, Baizuh. Paimon always had you down as the sneaky, scheming type. Sorry.
So a few words from me is enough to dispel all your suspicions? You ought not be quite so quick to relax your guard, Paimon. Sometimes even the good guys have their own private agenda.
What the... Okay, that was the most suspicious sounding thing you've ever said.
Let's leave the idle chatter there for now. Jiangli has lived in this house for many years. There must be something here that can shed a little light on this whole situation. Let's split up. But if anyone finds anything, we'll examine it together.
Übrigens, mir ist es, weil ich wollte jetzt da nicht unterbrechen, während die Laber, mir ist jetzt eingefallen, woher ich das gedacht habe, dass die vorher schon einen Spruch hatten. Wenn du die levelst, haben sie ja immer einen Spruch. Dann erzählen sie ja irgendwas und das drücke ich immer weg. Das war's. Da habe ich verwechselt. Kann man dann, wenn die jetzt jeder so einen verdammten Spruch hat, das dann bei den Daten einsehen? Göttliches Herz, Spielzeugkiste, Stimme. Schön, dich kennenzulernen, ja.
Nice to meet you. I've actually been watching you for a long time already. My name's Nahida. I might look like a child, but don't be fooled. I understand this world much better than any grown-up. So, can we trade knowledge? I want to hear all about your travel stories. So, what would you like to know in return?
Master of Inazuma Kamisato Art Tachi Jutsu. Kamisato Ayaka, present. Delighted to make your acquaintance.
My name is Shen He. I was born fated to bear the curse of calamity, so I am prone to bring harm to the people around me. The Adepti urged me to bind my soul with red ropes to keep my homicidal nature at bay. If you are able to walk alongside me without fear... Very well. Now, give me your hand.
So, nachdem mein Ton wieder aus war, ich habe bloß gesagt gehabt, dass bei der Ayaka das wieder echt kurz war, aber man erwartet es halt auch. Hat er uns die Zunge rausgestreckt? Ja, die YouTube sieht's ja nicht, aber ihr schon.
Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping? You must be stunned and at a loss for words. Understandable. It is I, after all. Fontaine's most beloved star, Farina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
Okay. Oh, wichtig, wichtig.
I am the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine. The purpose of my visit is to monitor your every move, for such is the order of the shrine. Oh, come on, don't be so nervous. It's only officialese, for goodness sake. I couldn't just go gallivanting around for no reason at all, could I? Now, come on, do something amusing for me.
Das ist so geil, Alter. Ach komm schon, sei nicht so nervös. Das ist doch nur Bürokratie. Ich kann doch nicht einfach ohne Grund herumspazieren, oder? Jetzt komm schon, mach was Lustiges. Los, tanz für mich. Los, Pieks, Pieks, tanz. Tanz für mich. So, da sind leichte Kratzer angekämpft, vielleicht um die Größe von Ayo zu markieren. Ayo schnell erwachsen, früh laufen. Gibt es eine verblasste Schrift in der Nähe unter dem Kratzer. Kratzer lässt darauf schließen, dass die Familie hier schon lange im Verborgenen lebte.